Huh. Yeah. All right, let me get one more handful, and then we go.
One more handful.
Would you prefer?
Oh, what are those? What kind are they?
They are Walmart brand. Because
hang on.
I don't think Walmart or the peanut guy make better. They're all the same peanuts. Honey roasted. What's up, Kermit? How you doing, dude?
Hey, Kermit. What's going on, brother?
Prestige is here. Says, unbelievable, DJ Go Ham Gaming. It's 3 and you're not live yet? Completely unacceptable and not on time. Every time he's late, which is every day, I'll try and comment. Lately, I haven't been able to, but I'll comment. I'm like, 4 minutes. Send. Done. That's how many minutes late you were. Speaking of them, we are 3 weeks away from his big thing. Yep.
Big thing. The thing in the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it 3 weeks away already?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to talk
on the 25th?
I don't know the whole details. I'd have to read it off the Discord again.
Ooh, it's September the 3rd. What happened?
I don't know yet. So I've lost track of my time. It
used to be June.
I have so lost track of my times. Which explains why I have not put any content out this week at all. I'm sorry, folks. If you were waiting for content from me, it didn't happen at all this week. This was a write-off this week. I had some folks on the Discord making fun of me even because of that.
It's okay. I've put out like 30 videos, so you're good.
You just go watch DJ's. That's all good. You guys will watch his anyways. Let's be honest.
I put out 9 videos Saturday and Sunday last week. I mean, I did the B-roll stuff, but still.
That's like normal for you, isn't it? Come on.
Normally, I mean, there's been weeks in a row where I don't even do anything on Saturdays.
Hey, King.
I try and take off as much as I can on Saturdays.
It's been a bit of a, you know what? Well, everyone's starting to go back to school here right now, so that's my excuse. We got hockey's going on. I got the little ones in hockey, so you got to get that ready to go. They're out there power skating right now. I got coaching I got to do myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that busy week. You know what? It's all right. We'll get through this and then into the final push for Farm Sim 22, right?
That's right. Oh, speaking of Farm Sim 22, we have so much to talk about today.
Giants, there's a little bit of stuff out there.
Man, the Giants was like, they woke up on Monday morning, like, let's take the day off. And then on Tuesday, they were like, we need to do everything right now. Everything right now. Alex, wow. Cheers, Alex Ward, he said, do I have to do that? That's the thing. You have to do these now, right?
Can you do that?
All right, so he's in the chair.
Flip. I need to see a backflip. For those not knowing what's going on, DJ got a $50 super chat with a sticker, and it's a guy flipping out of his chair and turning into a transformer. I'm
too old. I'm going to hurt myself. All right, here, I'm just going to... All right, so he goes down backwards and then goes... All right. Here, instead of going backwards, I'm going to go forwards. Oh, that's as far as it goes.
Come on, man. That was weak. Come on. Can't you like land on your back or something? Come on. I said land, not lay. He's asleep. He's asleep now.
What is this show anymore?
I have no idea. Fact sheets are now a thing.
Yeah, all of them.
A ton of fact sheets. We got a bunch of new actual gameplay stuff from content creators over in Europe. Like a ton of new content's been posted everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And we got like a ton of new information on the game. That's been a busy week for sure.
Yep.
And as well, mods. What's with the mods this week? Like we've gone like 4 weeks with garbage. No one's putting out any mods. And then this week, like I'm looking at what we had to write down for a list of mods that came out, and there's like a whole schwackload of stuff that is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
Farming Simulator's in my chat right now.
Who's in jail?
Farming Simulator. They have a check mark. I gotta add them as a moderator. I don't even know who's behind it right now.
Well, they were in the stream last week too, and I didn't do it. I'm sorry, guy. Whoever was in last week.
You didn't give Farming Simulator the Farming Simulator
moderator status.
Moderator status.
I didn't. I forgot. I'm sorry. whoever it was, I'm sorry. It was Chris or I don't know who it was.
Who was it? Farming Simulator is a community, man.
I know. I promise. I will do it. I promise.
Blame Terminator for that one. Yeah. Today is going to be fun. We're going to talk about all 8 of the fact sheets that we've got. Sorry, my brain's not working great today. And then we've got some extra little like snippets of information that were talked about today during the podcast that Giants released. So we're going to talk about some of those and do just the best speculation in the world.
We don't speculate, do we?
Never. But we do have the worst intro in Farm Sim. So we should definitely go. Farm Sim Show, baby. The Sim Show. See what I mean?
It seemed like on my end because that was super duper loud all of a sudden for me.
That's fine.
Okay, good.
The great thing was that was a smooth segue. I did a good job.
You did. That was super smooth. You've been practicing. Did you do that like the last 4 days?
No, I'm getting worse on my segues for Farm Sim News, so I'm starting to get better in other parts of my life with segues, like Farm Sim Joe.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say your dating life.
That's crash and burn, baby. Crash and burn.
Go segue into
that. Anyway, let's move past that part. What happened? What happened this week? We got 8 fact sheets. Klutch, you want to talk about this? I'm gonna just share your screen real quick.
Let me bring mine up here as well. Oh man. Oops. Out of stream. There we go. Yeah. I mean, we got 8 of them. I was not expecting that on. Was it Thursday? The first ones came out on
Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. That's right. Fact sheet Wednesday. That was a joke. So we had. Let's start off at the top here with what we had. This is the very first one that came out, the Vario 900, and of course, pulling that that's pulling the Vaterstad Rapide. I mean, so right off the bat, I think everyone was looking at the weights.
Yep.
And once again, I think they talked
about in here. What up, dude?
I mean, I think this is kind of what we're used to back when Farm Sim 19 came out, all the DLCs. We got these little fact sheets about the equipment, and they give you a little teaser of what you can expect and what they look like, and give you a nice little pretty picture with some stats. But the weights are something new.
So I know some of the things about the weights. One of the I guess the things that so it has to do with the sound in some way, but you know that and I know that.
Well, transmission, right? So that was that's the excuse they've given so far, the reason they put the weight in there.
But we also know something else.
What's that?
So in the game, there's a ignore or allow trailer to fill all the way, like on or off.
Okay.
If you noticed, go to the trailer the auger from the Mac. Check this out on the conveyor. So you can see we've got the weight right there, 11.5 tons. You see the one to the right of that, 34 tons. That's the total amount weight allowed to load into that set trailer fill limit. See, he's already playing the game. Get out of here. This is really neat, at least from what I've been able to pick up on this. Basically, that number right there, the 34 ton, you can turn on and off because, as we know, some crops weigh more or less than others, depending. Yep. This is why testers like A2 Studio uses Lime when he does all of his tests for trailers, because Lime weighs the most, at least out of anything that we've got right now.
Yep.
This is neat because there may be some products that you could load up and they're going to fill the trailer all the way. And there may be other products that you would load into this that won't make that 43,800 liter capacity.
That's interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Point. I'm just wondering if there's more to it because so in the podcast they talked a little bit about this and they alluded that there might be more to it. Didn't come out and say anything, right? But the big thing they said was, well, there's got to be a weight there, and that weight is going to differ. It's going to make changes to the way the vehicles sound when it's pulling something, for instance. So it has to know what the weight is behind it so that it can change the sound of the transmission while it's under load, when it's not. And modders are going to have access to that as well now. That's been confirmed, right?
Yes. So the and our good friend Kermit, he was a big part in that. At least I mean, he's the only guy I talk to now. I mean, as far as I can tell, he was able to help facilitate at least the starting of that conversation.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely incredible. Also, big shout out. We got some cool dudes in here. We got Farmer Cop in here. We got Big Daddy, Richard Dower, CPW Farms. What up, guys? Rodney Titan, of course.
I know I saw that as well. I saw some comments there. 49 miles per hour as the speed. That doesn't seem very quick for me.
Well, it says 49, but it's probably going to go 51 because kilometers. Because everything's written in kilometers in the code.
Yeah.
And the game transposes it to miles per hour.
But still, even 80 kilometers is pretty slow.
So it's fine.
Slow.
It's okay.
Sorry, am I talking to the right person right now?
This is base game.
Who is this? Who am I talking to? Since when for you is for 80 kilometers an hour fast enough for anything?
A Baylor. That's about it.
Yeah, that's about what I thought. All right, but anyway, Superliner, super excited with the Superliner minus the speed limit.
Kermit's got a thing right here. I'm gonna get close to the microphone when I say this. He says that the speed limit's 49 miles per hour.
Most of Europe.
Because 80 kilometers is the speed limit for trucks in most of Europe.
That's true, because they have limiters on their trucks in Europe as well. That is true. So that's a good point. But if it's a North American map, can we pull the limiter off of it then? Just asking for a friend. Is that like an option? Limiter on, limiter off. Limiter on, limiter off. No? Maybe?
Like this?
Yeah, exactly. But more limiter though.
I can't believe I recorded half of Farm Sim News with that stupid voice all today.
Yeah, I think I've done the exact same thing. I think
driver, what up, man?
Anyway, still super excited. The gameplay footage we got from the Mac itself, the Superliner, back during Gamescom. The interior looks fantastic. Looks so good. Really excited to use that. And this trailer, actually, this conveyal, I really like the look of this. This is going to be fun to mess around with. I mean, we have some mods that do this, but there's nothing in game that can like, even in the mod hub, there's not a lot that are similar to this. So I'm excited for this one as well.
So there was actually the Conveyal, and there's another company. They basically had the same website, and they announced them both at the same time. Do you remember this? Was this Tuesday, maybe?
No, off the top of my head, no.
Tuesday. Give me a second, because I think it was maybe Kermit that sent it over. He was like, "Yo, make sure that you actually like know about this." Oh man, Conveyal and Meridian. Conveyal and Meridian.
Okay.
Let me see if I can share my screen.
I don't know if I have that anywhere.
I got you right here. Share screen. We were totally prepared. Oh yeah.
Totally.
Had to stream. There we go. Check this out. So they showed off Conveyal and Meridian. And if you go to
on my side, just a heads up.
Do what? Oh, I shared it on my
side.
Sorry. Hang on. My buttons. Was not ready. Man, I was eating an apple, 2 of them. I'm trying to eat better. And it's not working.
I got a question for you before you go into this. How many Discord messages do you have, alerts do you have in the bottom there on your screen, do you think?
Oh gosh.
Like 1,000, maybe?
I can tell you the exact number. Hang on.
Oh, please don't. We don't want to know. Don't want to know. I'm just thought I'd make fun of you for a sec.
Oh no, I can't. If I remember vaguely, it's over 2,000. I can't get on top of it enough for them to all go away. Anyway, so Meridian and Conveyal, they have basically the exact same website. Is this like the same company? Says we're excited to announce that we're going to be in the upcoming Farming Simulator 22 game. Our fuel tanks, bins, augers, conveyors, and commercial seed tenders will be available. Yeah. So Meridian and Conveyal may have similar equipment. Maybe.
I'm game. It seems good. I do like this conveyor that they have. The Conveyal at the auger they have posted there. That's cool. Yeah. And is that base game? Do we have confirmation that's base game?
Oh like yeah. All this is base game stuff. Yeah. They're. I mean, they're not going to show off a
The mod, yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to show one of these off fact sheet and not. I mean, this wasn't even a fact sheet. This was an app.
This could be a static piece, mind you, potentially, right? Just to play devil's advocate here. But it looks like it's something you can move around.
Yeah, I mean, it's going back. If you look at the belts, I mean, this could work like an auger belt that we've got because we have.
Oh yeah. No, we have a lot of these as mods. I'm just saying there was nothing in base game farm sim anything like this.
Yeah. This, I mean, Giants.
My concern would be that this is something that comes with that bin potentially, so it's like one big placeable.
Or is it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It could be that. It could just be one big placeable, or this auger could be a movable auger. It could be either way. I kind of hope it's movable, and that means we have fillable bins like this as well at base game. That's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Either way,
yeah.
I don't care how it works. That's awesome.
What do you mean you don't care how it? Come on, man.
What? It's it. You know me. I don't care how it works. It's just it exists, and that's awesome.
I agree. I'm just busting your chops, man.
You're doing a good job. Let's go back to your screen.
Right.
Kermit says Westman Group Inc. are the parent company of Conveyo and Meridian. Well, that explains why they're on the same page.
There we go.
Let's talk about this a little bit.
Is there much more to say about this? We got the FedVario 900, which we already have a FedVario 900, of course, in game.
But we don't have a Rapid A800S. We have a 600.
True. We don't have the Rapid A800. This is true.
But we do have a modded version that is the 600 and 800. And the 800 is my favorite starting seater. I'm so excited for this to be base game.
This is direct drill, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like all the Vaderstad stuff as well. I mean, we had a lot of Vaderstad stuff, of course, in base game Farm Sim 19. Yep. I'm sure we'll see a bunch of that stuff make its way over.
Indian company. So.
What Bourgeois? What are you talking about now?
Vaderstad, I think is.
Are they Canadian?
They're very popular in Canada.
I know there's definitely some Vaderstad stuff up here. Vaderstad. I never get the pronunciation correct on it, but anyways, I know there's some up here. I think they're German, aren't they? You're wrong.
You know what? Today, let's just pretend I'm right. All right, let's move.
You're right for now. Sure, you know it all. But anyways, excited to see both these. Of course, the Fent looks great.
Yeah.
I got nothing more to say about that, but it's kind of what we expected to see there. There's a first for you.
I'm interested to see if the Lexion will be back.
Yeah, no kidding.
And if the Axion will be back. Or the Axion, that's a tractor. The two combines. I want both of those and this one.
Yeah. Now, I try to remember because Kloss used to make stuff that was like orange and black for the North American market.
Right. They don't do that anymore, I don't believe.
Completely away from that.
That's what I think. There's probably some people in here right now
like 2018 and before, I think, was the orange and black stuff, I believe. Now everything at North America is what is, because I haven't seen that in North America for a while, but I do have relatives actually that have some farms with Kloss stuff on them that are orange and black. Black. But yeah, anyways, regardless of which, this is cool to see. I love the swath we get off these. It looks so cool.
It does. Giants have done a really good job making sure it's like 3D and it looks good. It's not just like a plane or like 2 or 3 planes stacked on each other. This is like a. I got to do a dance. And
I'm surprised. I thought maybe we might get a harvest speed of some of this stuff on here as well. Are you doing dances? Oh, you got Andy. Andy's making you do dances in here. Thanks, Andy.
The man, Andy.
One thing I was questioning was the harvest speed of equipment. Are we going to get a different harvest speed depending on crops types now?
I mean, the header says that it's got a 6 miles per hour speed.
Is that going to be for everything? You think? Like in real life, obviously, you harvest different crops at different speeds.
Let's see. Let's go to handy dandy farming simulator.com and let's go in here to games. Great place to go, by the way. Games is good. Let's go to vehicles. You know what? Forget that. Let's go to harvesters. Let's click on Kloss. And then we can see everything that running with Kloss right now. So if we go over here, take a look, you can see all this looking good. Also, this has capacity 12,000 liters, but the fact sheet was different, right? Fact sheet says 10,500
liters. Yeah.
Ooh. Look out. And then you can see here the header, but the only thing is it doesn't give us the speed on these, which is kind of stinky. So my entire point that I was about to make
doesn't help us.
Did not happen.
I'd be curious to see. I mean, that's something that wouldn't be that difficult to implement in my mind. I could be wrong on that, but it's a possibility, right?
Yep. All we need is a little left alt 0. I just want that mod back. That's all I want. All right, let's go back over to yours.
Anyways, yeah. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Your thoughts on different speeds for different crop types? What do you think? Is this something we could see?
Sure, but I think at that point you may have people going, "On my farm, we don't do that. We do this."
You're probably right.
I think the best thing here is just leave it at 6, be done with it.
Fair enough.
And if and when modders are ready to do some fun stuff, we do some fun stuff.
Last of all, our last thing for Wednesday, last fact sheet. Well, all our stuff.
KNS or KS.
We'll see how. I'm mostly curious about. What is the one in the middle there? Is the with the liquid fertilizer? I think
that's the liquid fertilizer. Yes, 6,000 liter pallets. That's pretty crazy.
It doesn't look like 6,000 liters to me. I'm just saying.
Well, somebody's been lying to you about what 6,000 liters looks like.
I don't know. I don't know.
Or on top of that, maybe it's multiple different pallets.
It could be. I'm just trying to figure out this whole thing. Like, so you got five. It looks like 4-gallon pails with a bunch of other fertilizer behind it. It's kind of a strange looking asset. That's all for what they're advertising it as.
Maybe. Ooh.
It looks like death fluid to me.
Maybe it's like Coca-Cola and Mentos. Maybe the Coca-Cola's in the blue containers and then the Mentos is in bags. And when you're ready, you take the top off, pour it in the big bag, and then close it back up and shake it really fast and throw it in your brother's room.
Yeah, that sounds legit.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Oh, but Simon says you have to add water to. Oh, you have to add water to it?
Oh, interesting.
In real life? So that would be cool.
Is that like another?
Yeah. Ketter said it right there. He says it gets added to water in real life.
So are you going to have to? Is that going to be a mechanic? You're going to have to do both, maybe? No,
I can't work on vehicles. So I'm not going to do the mechanic stuff.
Ketter, cheers. Thanks for the update, guys. Appreciate that. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Mechanics I haven't talked about yet.
Farmer Cup's just agreeing with me. He's like, I think the Cola Mentos theory is probably the best one and most likely yet.
Farmer Cup, can you quit encouraging him, please?
Keep it coming, man. I love you. Concentrate. Okay, so that's probably what that is. Maybe
a new game mechanic then.
Maybe.
Like, could it be something even like how we do TMR, where you actually have to get it in like a ratio?
So what you're thinking is you take your tank, go fill it up with water, and then come and load in this mod, and it converts up to, you know what I mean? It converts up to 6,000 liters of water.
Maybe.
I think this is probably why Giants aren't doing this, because I can't think of a good way to make it work.
I think that's kind of an interesting idea that you actually have to think about. Like, you just don't fill up fertilizer and go to town. You actually have to think about it a bit more and what you're going to do with it.
That type of gaming mechanic would definitely slow down the gameplay.
Yeah.
And it's going to prevent people like me from going a little bit ham and slowing down. I'm cool with that. You can actually like farm, like you're running your farm versus just like running back and forth in the field only, because that's all you have to do right now.
They have talked like previously about fertilizer being like a little bit different. Like there's more to it this time, it sounds like, and some of the material they talked about early on the release of Farm Sim 22 or the initial announcements, right? Like there was a little bit of a whole spiel about the different types of fertilizer, or I can't remember what the line was at one point in time. But anyways, there was a bit of talk about this at one point in time. So maybe there is more to this potentially. I don't know. I'm curious.
Can't wait to add some zeros. Let's go.
So that was the fact sheets for the for Wednesday fact sheets, which I'll never say right because that's just a weird time. Now they said that they had to put it out on Wednesday to get them lined up for farm sim. Basically, there's too much equipment that they want to put fact sheets out, so they had to put them out on Wednesday in order to get everything lined up for the next 4, 5, 6. What are we at? 8 weeks now? 9 weeks? I don't know what it is. But anyways, so are you going to be getting four fact sheets a week until release of Farm Sim 22? Are you doing math now?
I'm counting by one, so it's not really math.
Do you have like an abacus?
I lost count. 1, 2, 3.
Anyways, so that's what we've got so far. We'll see. Have to wait and see on what we get next week. But this week we've got 4 more as well.
11.
Is it 11? Okay, I thought it was 8, but that does make more sense.
Terminator evil laugh. We're gonna get to the evil laugh. Don't you worry about that.
Here you go. This is what you were talking about earlier. The Axion.
Yeah, it's a tractor, a real one.
So obviously this was not base game in Farm Sim 19 until we got some DLC.
Yep. Now you don't have to own the DLC to have it. You can just have it.
Oh, you've got it. Mid-size Kloss tractor. We'll see what other ones. I mean, we're gonna have a bunch of Kloss stuff, I'm sure, in 2022. We've seen a couple things here and there, but this is kind of the mid-size. This one, the 900, I think, are the mid-size Kloss tractors for sure.
This was I think out of the two mid tractors, medium-sized tractors. There you go. I told you I'm not running all cylinders today. This was my favorite. Right? This was my favorite one to use.
Yeah, so it's got the CVT on it, so we're not going to get. Doesn't sound like we get a manual transmission on this because I don't think it comes with it in real life.
And the gameplay that I've seen, it hasn't shown anybody changing gears in a CVT. However, I have seen guys taking it out of gear, putting it in reverse. So that's cool. Yep. So I've got that.
Yeah, that's all about it. The Crampe trailer, once again, another DLC that was pretty much. It was very similar. It's not DLC. Very similar to the Grimy trailer, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be. But this one here does everything where the Grimy ones just did your root crops. But it's very similar as far as the design goes. We'll see how this one goes. I mean, it's like that low bed. It's not the high-sided trailer. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how this one works out. But nothing special, really, in the grand scheme of things. It's just another trailer. But it's our very first trailer we had a chance to look at, really.
Fairly cheap, 12,100 liter capacity. Yep. It weighs 6 tons by itself and has a total weight capacity, like hauling, 16 tons. So, yeah,
we'll see. I'm still hoping like things can form a little train or something of some sort. I don't think it happened, but I'm still hoping.
Not gonna happen.
I know. Moving right along.
It's electric.
What are you singing?
Electric slide. You gotta feel it. It's electric. Oogie, oogie, oogie.
Come on. You're killing me.
Hey, Mom.
It is electric. But so that actually means there's going to be a lot more stuff that we need to talk about with this, obviously, then, right?
You got to charge it.
Yeah, we'll have to have some kind of a charging system. Does that mean possible other production chain stuff that could actually lead into that? Like, will our windmills have like battery banks or solar panels have like? There's a bunch of solar panel stuff. Are we gonna have battery banks? Maybe
biogas makes power.
Maybe, right?
I'd be down with that.
But I never even thought about the electrical side of production chains before. But that's something that could easily be modded in, obviously, as well. But it's something for production chains to be thinking about now as electric vehicles.
Yeah, I really hope there's nobody at Giants watching this right now going, "Oh yeah, that would have been a really good idea."
What do you mean?
What's up, man?
Come on now.
Also, we got guitar nerd in here. What's up, dude? How you doing, Glenn?
So anyways, we'll have to wait and see on this one. But yeah, this is brand new brands that haven't seen before in Farm Sim. I don't think I've seen any mods of this before, even.
Fairsin?
Did I say Fairysin? I don't think so.
Nicrf? You read it backwards? I don't think anybody would do that.
Fairysin?
And watch somebody type into the chat, be like, it's pronounced, and they just spell the word.
Guys, it's pronounced this way. Yeah, it's kind of like pronouncing the new map.
Yep,
it's pronounced Oberon. I got it. No, I didn't.
It's hot Baileron.
Oat Baileron. I'm never gonna get that.
But not oat.
Ooh. I know it's oat. You got the T and the E. Well, there's been spellings for it too, though.
There's one.
HOUTE/Baileron. And then I've seen HAUT. Sorry. Anyways, I digress.
See, my mom gets it. She says, "Boogie oogie oogie, it's electric." You wonder where I get it from.
Of course, I'm not surprised.
It's hot. Yeah, that's hot.
It's hot. It's hot. All right, Terminator.
Anyway, this is cool.
Anything else, DJ? What else did you talk about on your farm sim news? Come on, you have to have more on this.
Not on this. No, I didn't really even talk about this at all in farm sim news. I mean, it speaks for itself. I talked about it in the video this morning on the fact sheets, but that was it. I mean, it's an fully electric telehandler.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's really cool. It gives you one more option to do. As somebody was saying, they were like, why are we getting this? We should have gotten a JCB. That's much more realistic. This is a real thing. And JCB may come to the game as a telehandler. We don't know that yet. I want it to. I would love that.
I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a pretty small. Like it looks smaller than any of the other telehandlers we have. Maybe not. What's the other one in what we have right now? The telehandler. It's considered something else.
Oh, the electric tractor.
No, it's a telehandler, but it's not in Farm Sim 19. I can't remember the name of it now. The little blue one. It's like a telehandler, but it's not considered it's in a different section. It's like a front loader, not a front loader. It's a
little blue one.
The tiny little blue one that's in Farm Sim 19. It's in a separate category, not in telehandlers, but it's pretty much a telehandler.
Is it in
wheel loader? No.
Steers, maybe.
I'm trying to remember what it is now. Is it the Kramer? Is that what it is? I can't remember if it's the Kramer now.
What in the world are you talking about?
That's what I'm thinking of. I can't remember. I think I've used it once since Farm Sim 19 came out.
Oh, the Avant.
Yeah, I think it's the Avant I'm thinking of.
That's green.
Is it green?
Yeah, you're talking about this thing right here.
No. Negatory. That's not the one I'm thinking of then.
Well, then let's go look where you said it wasn't.
Let's see. I'll see it. Loaders. I can't remember what it's called anymore. It's in base game. It's a base game piece of equipment.
It's a base game.
The little bluey aqua telehandler, but it's not a telehandler. It looks like one, but it's not.
The Kramer?
Is it the Kramer front loader? Okay, maybe it's the Kramer.
Yeah, front loader.
But I've used it. I think I've used it once.
Yeah, so we actually have a Kramer mod.
Self-propelled front loader. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay.
I don't know where it is.
Anyway, that's what this thing reminds me of a little bit. There you go. That's pretty much it.
This is the black edition, but same thing.
That's pretty much what I'm thinking of. That's pretty much what I was comparing this one to, but it's not quite the same.
From Simulagri, they do a really good job on stuff. Nice.
That's actually really nice. I agree. Anyways, that's what I'm considering. Like the actual size, the footprint goes. It looks like it's comparable. We'll have to wait and see. That's a lot of math going on in my head right now. I know.
Farmer Cub's killing it right now. Anyway, this is cool. New brand, new feeding wagon, a pretty big feeding wagon at that. 24,000 liter capacity. It's only 50 grand, which is a little bit ridiculous. And it holds that stuff at the bottom. I think one of those is broccoli.
Broccoli?
I don't know what those are. I make the assumption that one of those is silage. I make the assumption that another one of those is straw, probably, maybe grass, hay. But I'm telling you, one of them looks like a meatball, one of them looks like broccoli, and the other one looks like a bag of potatoes. I gotta figure it out. I don't know what they are.
Straw, grass. I don't even. Yeah, it's a good point.
I think the one on the far right is straw. The one farthest in from the right in just a little bit, that looks like somebody was like trying to make like a broccoli casserole meatball. Noob, get out of here, Adam. I don't know how to do that, so just
there's a lot in there. I don't know what's the meatball.
There's two meatballs on there. There's one at the beginning and another one at the end.
Yeah, you're right. But what's the first one? Is that? It's almost like manure, but I don't think that's it.
I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see.
Chicken nuggets and French fries.
Send us a list of the products, what they look like. Come on.
We'll get those eventually, but if I remember correctly, with Farm Sim 19, they didn't release that till very close to the game releasing.
So well, on this one, at least we get to see what Slurry looks like. McCormick, another new brand for base game as well.
Yeah, we had a McCormick mod. I think it was all platform. I mean, PC definitely has it.
I think it's all platforms. Isn't that McCormick Tractor? Is that what you're talking about?
Be nice.
I thought I saw. Wasn't there a McCormick Tractor that was all platforms though, or no?
I have no idea. I could look.
All people. Wasn't there a McCormick Tractor that went?
Google
that one. But the X7 VT drive McCormick small tractor, of course, 190 horsepower. It's actually a lot of horsepower for the size of this tractor. Like it reminds me of Little Blue, the New Holland I like to use so much, to be honest with you.
Okay, so evidently the meatballs, the half mixed one is there. One of the meatballs is half mixed TMR or forage, and the other one is mixed TMR.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is mixed TMR and this is half mixed, maybe.
Please don't tell anybody that we call these meatballs.
So meatball 1, I'm going to say is half mix, and meatball 2 is full mix.
No, Alex has got it. McCormick is seasoning for the meatballs. Come on, man.
Here, Chad, come on.
Oh, man. I mean, the good thing is at least today's Farm Sim show's right on track. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Let's keep DJ focused, folks. We don't want to lose him again. We know what happens.
It's over. Game's over.
So we got the McCormick, and then as well we have the new Flegel slurry tender as well. Not much to say about. We could find out what the slurry looks like, at least what the icons for slurry and digestate look like.
But check out the trailer. Look at the design on that. Normally we just get like this basic tank with a couple wheels on it. This has got hoses coming off of it. It's got a really cool, like, eco-friendly looking paint job scheme on there. I wonder if this is, I mean, because you can't see the logos on the side right there, but I wonder if this might be something that was designed a little bit more towards the precision farming type of things.
It could be. I don't see why not. I know like they plan on putting precision farming is going to be a big part. It sounds like of 22.
Yep. It sounds like we may get a new DLC.
Like the mod we have for the hose connections for slurry tenders and stuff for Farm Sim 19 on PC at least.
Yep.
Is that going? Are they building this to be able to push that in a lot more maybe as well? Like I wonder if they're prepping this so that it can be. I don't know.
I mean, you can't
actually had, but
you can't see anything like that. It will be. I think that's definitely one of those things where, man, that would be cool, but we have no idea.
No, there's no way to do it. You can just speculate, right? If you want to push up the realism, having like connecting hoses to like a slurry tender like this, that's a huge other side of things. Like, can that drop down? Can that actually be used for something?
I mean, you could do that in base game with Farm Sim 19, right?
Yeah, but would it do anything in base game?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a pickup kind of thing.
Yeah.
So if it gets close to your tipper, the trailer, it doesn't have to be right on it. Yeah, it's the simulation of doing it.
So I'm just wondering if that's something we'll see more of. I don't know. It's I like the idea of it. It looks cool. It looks well designed. I don't know how many do you think we're gonna have of these? Or like we don't have a lot in base game 19, obviously.
Sorry, trailers. Maybe just enough to like maybe something between 5 and 10, maybe another one around 18, 24,
20.
I mean, skip a few 99, 100. I don't know.
Why do I do this to myself?
Wasn't it you that wanted to do this show in the first place?
Totally regret my decision.
Let's move on.
Massey Ferguson MF55
and the L.
I'm excited to see the Massey too. Both of these I'm really excited to see.
Rock picking. The 5S might be the second or third most exciting thing, at least for me. I love Massey and I love small Masseys. And
that's 55. I'm in 5S. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awfully small tractor for this piece of equipment in my mind.
Okay. So do they have
look at the specs on this right now? So the Massey 55S, 105 horsepower. The requirement for that is 120 horsepower.
Massey. Oh, Massey's not even on here yet, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
Ooh.
I was looking for it the other day. But look at the specs on this though. So the 5S, does it have? It must have different engine options on this. They wouldn't use this.
I mean, there's be no reason for Pickle to be in here right now if there wasn't.
Totally.
Also,
checks out.
Also, something I noticed. This is cultivating. It's on a plowed field.
But I don't think, my understanding is it doesn't actually cultivate. It just changes the ground texture from plowed.
But I mean, it's
think you would use this. Like, you're not going to use this, for instance, after you harvest, you're not going to have stones in your field right away until you actually go in and cultivate or plow. So this is not going to be used just as a cultivator. But could it be?
But it looks like it is. It looks like a cultivated visual state. It
does, but is it just because it's changing the state from plowed? So I'm wondering, I mean, take this over a harvested field, and will that like tear up what was left of the harvest and change that into a cultivated state?
The question there would be maybe, but I think the answer would be, why would you do that? Because there's no rocks.
Yes. And then would you actually get rocks from cultivating it afterwards? I don't know. That's another question, right?
We're going in a circle.
Yeah, I don't know. That might cause you more problems. I have no idea. But anyways, that's of course the Scorpio, the ELHO Scorpio 550, which is going to bring out the new game feature for Farm Sim 22, which is field stones or field rocks. So yeah, you're gonna have to pick some stones potentially.
Yep.
I'm kind of curious to see where this one goes. Like, it seems fairly, I don't know if it sounds like they just kind of got this feature in, and like they said, there's nothing for production chains that's going to be base game, so they're kind of relying on the modding community to kind of go with this.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if because rock picking itself it's kind of exciting, it's kind of cool, but I wonder if maybe we might be assuming that this is going to play a larger role into the game than it actually does.
I mean, it's not a huge part of, I don't think, of anything really. It's just something you have to do, right? It's same as like liming is, right? Like it's nothing that totally changes the way you play. It's just something else that you should do. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm kind of curious if there's other mechanics. I mean, realistically, I would say like a large portion of farms don't even use this type of equipment to pick rocks, though, right? Like, it's usually, you have a rock box in front of your tractor or something, and you just manually go out and be like, oh, the stones here I need to get rid of. Let's go get rid of these.
Yeah.
Can you do it manually? Like, can you get out and move stuff?
Yeah. And some people have something similar to this, but very basic. Like, was it Millennial Farmer or Welker Farms? One of those guys. I think it's Millennial. They've got just kind of a basic one. Yeah. You just kind of go right up to it and go whoosh, kicks it in the back.
Yeah.
So
So I don't know. We'll see if there's more to the mechanic itself. I can't see us having a bunch of different type of rock pickers or stone pickers in game. I don't know if they're going to have a whole slew of these. One thing I did notice though, like during the gameplay of this, is how fast this thing tends to fill up.
Yeah, well, it's only a 2,000 liter capacity.
Yeah,
and on top of that, it'll only hold 3.7 tons.
Yeah,
and I think rocks weigh more than a one numbered unit per. Yep, it's math. I'm not allowed to do it.
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
What do we do with these? Okay, so we know we can sell them for a mild profit or modest profit. How do we get rid of them at this point? I haven't seen like the trailer. Let me just go back here.
For me,
have rocks on them as a fill type. Let's see.
No, the trailers don't. They said that they didn't add them because, well, there's other things like snow, for example.
Yeah,
snow is also a fill type, but they didn't add it.
So how do you transport these then? We don't know.
Well, I remember one of the videos that one of the guys posted this week. He was showing this off, but there wasn't really a whole lot to it. I mean, for me, what I would do is I would just dump this on the ground and then use a bucket, like a front loader bucket, put those in the trailer. Because that's what I think you'd probably be close to doing in real life, at least at this type of scale.
Yeah. Did you see an animation where this thing dumped out?
Yeah, but I really wish I could tell you where it was.
Okay. I'm just wondering, does it go up high? Like, it looks like the way the frame is built, it's going to go up high and dump out like up fairly high. in my mind, but I have no idea. I haven't seen the animation yet.
I don't remember. Does anybody remember?
I'll have to take a look later on. I haven't seen the animation for how this dumps out, but if you look at the way that back end of that frame sits, I'm assuming that it kind of tips up high and then is able to dump out to a relatively high state, at least into like some kind of a low bed trailer of some sort.
Maybe that's where that crampy would come into play.
That's what I was thinking in my mind, right? Like that's the right height at least. But I've never seen one of these in action in real life, so I'm curious to see where this goes. Will we get any other kind of stone pickers? I personally doubt it. I have a funny feeling this might be the only one.
Yeah, I think this will be it.
I'm just hoping there's more mechanics that allow us to pick stones. I hope it's not just this and be like, that's your only option, folks. Go at her. I hope there's other mechanics instead. If you can't afford, what does this thing cost? $52,000 piece of equipment to go do this. If there's just something simple to go do instead.
Yeah. Now I will say, when I saw them with the video of this, they would get very close to it, and then the rock, like the little square, would just disappear.
Okay.
So it's not something that you could definitely go out and be like, "Oh, rocks!"
No,
pick them up.
Is there a manual way to do it instead? Like where I don't even know what it would be like. I'd have to think about it more, I guess, in my mind. But being able to actually walk out with a shovel or something and just like an animation of you maybe smacking it and all of a sudden it's gone, or I don't know, something along those lines.
It's basically Farmer Cop when he's doing logging every time I go
in. Okay, I thought there was, James. I just can't remember. I haven't seen a dump yet.
We're probably paying this more attention than it needs to be. We'll get in the game and we'll use it one time.
I'm just hoping, like I said, there's more mechanics to it. If it's this is the only issue I have, is that if you're trying to get rid of stones and there's only one option in Farm Sim and it's this thing, that's kind of a problem. I think you're going to find most people are just like, you know what, stones off.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to deal with that issue. That's all. That's actually.
Sorry, I'm way off in left field today.
Do you need to go sit on the porch again?
I got my what is it, Dr. Pepper? I thought maybe caffeine would help. Not
the same idea as Weeds Retro Arcade. You're not wrong, exactly. I agree.
Yeah. Oh, Formal Pickle said the stone picker
rocks.
It rocks.
It rocks. Oh boy. You don't encourage them, guys. Come on. Echo, you know better.
Got him. That was good. All right.
That was all of them for fact sheets, my friend.
We are out of fact sheets.
What else did you learn? What else do we want to talk about from the podcast, though?
I definitely would like to reiterate a portion of Farm Sim News today. If you guys haven't seen that yet, let me pull that out. You don't have to show it. You can just go to whatever. I'm just gonna go back to us looking at each other all weird, like. So today Giants released the new podcast talking about Farm Sim 22 and maps, graphics, season pass, stuff like that. Gamescom and FarmCon are out of the way, so they've got a lot to talk about and a lot to review, things like that. There were a couple different things that confused people about fact sheets releasing, which we already talked about. They also teased a few things that people might be interested to hear, including the announcement that there is a maze on Elm Creek, assuming one that you can get lost in. And they say we will see it soon enough. And that there's not only going to be a year one season pass, but there are plans for something to happen in year two, but they are not ready to announce what's going to happen beyond that. So there could be things happening beyond that. That's that.
Let's be honest. I think it's safe to say there's going to be.
Yeah, I think so too. Here's the fun part. Thirdly, in the next few weeks, Giant Software has something to announce when it comes to playing with your friends and how it's going to work in Farming Simulator 22, and that people are going to be very happy with what they have to announce. Obviously, this means multiplayer, but the only thing that I could even think of would make people happy other than doing just like standard multiplayer is reduced time waiting, no time waiting, or obviously crossplay. I'm pretty sure everybody wants it to be crossplay. And I really hope it is. But unfortunately, we would just have to wait and see.
I'm also easier mod downloading would be a huge one as well. Like I
didn't think about that.
They've already got that already kind of integrated, like the new one click for Mod Hub at least.
Yeah, that works good.
So
PC
console players, of course, it's going to make your life so much easier. Of course, Unfortunately for us still on PC that still do third-party mods, that's still, of course, going to be a bit of an issue. If there's a way to easily get those mods to transfer, that'd be awesome.
J-Turk says a download all mods button would work. If you don't know, J-Turk is in the process of doing some pretty crazy stuff right now.
Never. JT? Really? That's weird.
Yeah, it's
strange.
Interesting for sure. Meatball mixing with friends. That doesn't sound right.
Collectibles as well on base maps.
Yeah, they did Throwback Thursday yesterday, and it was the Golden Nugget.
Oh,
I see you. Collectibles will be a lot of fun.
I think it's gonna be cool. I like the idea. Now they didn't really go into too much detail, right? They said that for Oberon, that it's going to be like game boxes from previous titles or something along those lines. Is what the collectibles will be. And then you take them back to your house or your shop and be able to display them there. But it sounds like you might be able to do something more with them.
Like see a screenshot or watch a
there's something more to it. Terminator was alluding to something, but he didn't really say much about it. Terminator. So anyways, I'm curious to see what that is. I like collectibles. I think that's a great way to get guys to go out and discover the whole map. Yeah. You still talk to people with Ravenport that didn't know about like the hidden tunnel in it. Right? They're like, what? There's a tunnel hidden in Ravenport?
Yeah.
Anyways, I hope more modders use this collectible system as well.
Yeah. It's a really cool thing. One modder that's done a really good job with that is Alien Gem. And he's not only made it, fun, but he's also made it to where it makes you money. And then Farmer Manu was like, you know what? Let's just get more gold.
It's one of the coolest systems in farm, like for modded maps. That is such a great idea to make you explore the map and you find little collectibles. It doesn't have to give you necessarily money. Like that's a great idea for sure. But it could be anything from like you just collecting stuff that maybe reappears at your farm. Then if you collect it, it's like, oh yeah, instead of just you collected this thing, now you get this cool picture up on your wall in your base farm or something along those lines. Or I don't know, like or you find like a piece of equipment or something that's out there, then all of a sudden it shows up in your shop. You have this new tool bench or something like that. Maybe it would show up. I don't know. There's some cool ideas out there. I love the discoverability idea though.
Yeah. One thing that Kermit said, and we've said it, but we probably haven't reiterated it enough, is that all three of the maps are going to have something different to collect. Yep. So maybe one thing, and he says they'll show up in your garage. So there you go.
Cool. Thanks, Kermit.
Alien who'd never heard of
it. No. You made it sound like there was more to it.
Can there be more to it?
I don't know.
Can we get the gold back so I can quit cheating in $1 million?
Please
work for it. Let me find the first 10 and then help me from there. That's all I need.
What are your thoughts on the Elm Creek Maze?
Cool. Yeah, something else to do.
Like a mini game?
We could turn it into one.
I'm sure if anybody will do it. Can we do like race horses again against the terrain?
Well, you are what's called your bronze partner now. Congratulations, by the way. So you have been for a while. You have been for a while, but but that means you'll maybe get some pre-edit stuff. Maybe Kermit, can we make that happen?
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. He's a close friend.
What else do we have on that? There was something else I had on that. I can't remember what it was anymore. Oh, the regional sets of vehicles and stuff based on AI for regional vehicles and AI based on the regions.
Yep,
it was announced last week. I thought that was kind of a nice idea too.
Different vehicles, different passengers, different pedestrians. So
yeah, it's going to be different. Now it sounds like it's based on the geo, or the modder can set it depending on how they want on the map as well. And I don't know how it all works. Modders have to tell us, obviously, but
I think it kind of works like was it Ravenport versus Felsbrunn? How you have like the different house with the different sheds.
Yeah. Now it'll actually be as well as the AI vehicles and the people walking around and stuff in the map. I think that's cool. That's a really nice idea, nice touch to make it look authentic as well, right?
Yeah, it's just one more level of immersion into the game, which I'm all for.
Yep.
What else is on the list?
That's all I got on my list for things, my friend. We talked
Don't tell me we're done.
Well, we have a ton of mods to look at because it's been a crazy week.
We do have a ton of mods to look at. This was a great mod week. This is awesome, except for Monday. Mods on Monday were weird.
But the rest of the week has been nuts.
Saturday afternoon was fun.
Yeah, I'm curious. Passenger mods, but yeah, I'd like to see passenger and multiplayer too. I'd love to see more of that.
Yeah, I don't know if passengers will happen. We'll find. Oh, maybe that's what the multiplayer thing is.
I can't see them making a big deal about it if that was passengers.
Yeah, but that would be so cool. You just hop in there with your buddy.
Yeah, but they can mod that in still, right? That's a mod that isn't that Mod Hub?
Yeah,
Masters of
Universal Passenger. Yeah,
like that's a fairly. I just can't see them being making an announcement at all about that personally. I think it's different. I think it's something more.
I will take crossplay 100%. That will actually make doing a lot of my video stuff that I like to do so much easier instead of having 2 accounts. So there you go. Can you create your own characters? Yes, and there's even a like a clothing area in your house. You go up and you click a button and you can like change your clothes. Kind of neat. Yeah, I don't have to accidentally be Lane's character for almost a whole week. You selected it and I forgot to change it. So mods? You want to talk about some mods?
Let's talk about the mods because we got a lot to go through.
All right, I'm gonna put it over on your yours. That's cool with you?
I don't have the mods up, but I can bring them up. Killing me here. You're killing me here.
Yeah, I mean, you just did so much work ahead of time. I just hate to see it go to waste.
Oh, of course not. All right. I think we got to start the 9R series.
Yeah, while we're getting this stuff together, let us know what your favorite mods of the week were. Drop them in the comment section. One of mine was definitely the 9R. God, this thing's awesome.
Did console had a 9R beforehand, right?
No.
Is this the first one for console?
Yeah, the only one for console. They waited 2.5 years.
2.5 years for the 9R to come to console. Ouch. Okay. That hurts. I didn't know that. I've been using the 9R for the custom modding 9R for a long time, and I never even thought about this.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
But now we've got this, which was
now. This is Go download it right now. Don't even think about it. Don't listen to us anymore. Just go download this because you want this in your life. It's fantastic. That's all I can say. US version, EU version, Aussie version, all the wheel options you could ever want, including LSW 1400s. Come on. It has the things. It's a 3-point hit. They put a 3-point hitch on it. Trying to think. I don't think the custom modding one has a 3-point hitch. It's an older model, so I don't think it has that.
3-point hitches weren't popular on a lot of the bigger stuff because none of the bigger stuff has 3-point hitches, and still doesn't.
Pretty sure, the one I used all the time did not have that.
Yep.
So anyways, fantastic. Love it. Sid, keep it up, dude. It's awesome.
Killing it.
What else do we have? Oh, I thought this was cool actually. Where is it?
Oh, and Maze Plus
Maze
got
Plus
huge
stuff?
updates. Yeah. Stay tuned. I'll be showing that off soon.
All right.
So Animal Food Edition. So the whenever we get a new Maze Plus map and I want to play it, I'll go into the Animal Food Editions and I'll change it because I have a custom one that I use that I like. This is that, but a mod. So it's just the one mod, and you don't have to modify the map. You just modify the mod.
Yeah.
And then it overrides whatever's on there. It's incredible. It's such a good idea. And I'm happy that they did this. This is, I mean, if you don't do custom feed mixing and stuff, download it, give it a try, definitely. But if you do, if you like to customize things, especially for doing animals and making it your own, you have to have this mod. But it only works with Maze Plus.
Yep.
I believe. I should probably double check that.
Let's see if I can find where's that fuel tank that I thought was kind of cool. Where the heck is it again?
Fuel tank? Oh, next page.
Next page?
I know it. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Well, you know what's right? We're right here anyways. I thought this was kind of cool. Nothing special, this RN 8020 pack, but these little tanks are like, it's like a mini IT runner.
Yep.
Right?
Little thing goes down and goes,
yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. Happy Mole. This is kind of a cool little mod. No one's done anything quite like this one before. It's more
other than the man truck that we've got that's the exact same mod.
Yeah, I know, but I just like it in a trailer format, and it's tiny. It's kind of funky. The tanks are cool. Come on, man. Would you think that's cool? I think it's cool. No? All right, fine.
That's neat. Yeah.
Okay. Lizard tank, of course. The T5000 John Deere Lizard tank. It's got options. It looks like John Deere. Looks like Case.
Yeah, you could change it up whatever. No base game gray, if I remember correctly. So, the wheels are what they are. The irritating part with this one is in game, it's the 500, not the 5000.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I spent a couple minutes searching for it, trying to find it. And by the time I found it, I was like, don't like this mod anymore.
I'm so angry because I can't find this.
Yep.
But the funny thing, one thing I did notice, it's only 5,000 liters, but the Thunder is the same size, and it's like half the size of a trailer. Kind of, you need to bump those numbers up. You got to bump those up.
There's a rookie
Lizard pack as well. Like they're nice auger wagons, of course. Very cool.
Yep, but they've limited colors on those, which is really weird.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did notice that it didn't have the whole gamut of Lizard colorings, which you usually get, right?
Yep, would have been so much easier just to say use default colors equals true and not have to put your own ones in and copy over colors.
Whiskey Sierra modding.
Oh, Workmaster update already in the works to fix the color on the cab version.
Yep,
because only half of it changes colors, but awesome. He worked really hard to get this out. I mean,
Workmaster it's a cool tractor.
Yeah. But yeah, he worked his tail off to get this on Mod Hub, and he did not give up. And he was pretty frustrated. But he wanted to make sure that console players had a nice small New Holland to use on their farms. And so thank you, Whiskey Sierra.
Very cool. Like it. What do we have next? Oh, I know what we got next. Where is it? A bunch of updates, guys. A ton of updates this week as well. So make sure you guys go through your favorite mods, see if there's stuff that needs to be updated, like the W200 series. Once again, another update on that one.
We did get our first Chevrolet branded mod this week. That Venero thing.
This one here?
Yeah. So on console, that's called, I think it's Lizard Van or something like that.
Okay. I didn't even notice that.
It's a Chevrolet. It's a Chevy.
What Chevy is this? What year is this?
I don't know.
It doesn't look too Chevy to be in my mind, but I mean, it could be like a 70s or 60s, maybe.
It's an older one. It doesn't quite resemble their original idea, but
all right. No. Content coming out. I mean, they make some fun stuff. So.
Driver, don't worry, we're getting to the baler. We're getting there.
We're moving along. We're moving down to it. Don't you worry, driver. More updates. Let's keep on moving. Okay, you want to talk about Baylor? We'll talk about the Baylor first. I'll let you have her.
This is the coolest Baylor in the world. If you want to do what I do, if you want to do what Klutch does, go get this Baylor and turn our weird faces off. Just start baling stuff. This is cool. It takes all your square bales, puts them into one. You can unload it however you want to. As a 14 meter spread. So you can use headers up to 14 meters. Any of the headers in game, the big ones, the John Deere, the Case, the New Holland, John Deere, did I say that? Probably. Take them all, hire them on a worker, and then you could do 2 swaths at the same time for your straw. You could do a massive amount of grass or hay all at the same time, and then you could just wrap them up and go, wow, make your own silage bales real quick. I mean, that's a different mod. I don't think it's PC console. I don't remember. This is awesome. Go get it. This is one of those mods everyone needs to have in their mod folder, because eventually you're going to be doing baling. You'll be like, man, I really wish I have it right now, don't I? DJ made me download it.
You need that. You definitely need to have, what is the DLC that has the bale stacker thing as well?
This stacks it too.
Yeah, but to be able to grab onto them all afterwards.
Oh yeah. AMG Agri modding.
Yeah.
He's actually
those stacks of bales and move them around a lot quicker.
Yeah, he's actually
need to have the modded bale trailers to go grab them all. Like this would be, you could actually do it authentic then, right?
He's got a new one actually that does that and you can pick it up in front of you and then sit it down like that. Yeah. That's so cool.
Might actually have to stack bales authentically instead of just grabbing the modded trailers that do that.
I'm still gonna auto load them, but this is cool.
That's very cool. I agree.
You got it. I mean, that's a 5. I don't say very often that's a 5-star mod. This is a cool mod.
This thing is so cool.
Yeah. And they're already working on an update for it. It is awesome. It's a trike.
Is this authentic anywhere?
Yeah, like all over the world they use these.
I've never once obviously seen these. I have never looked into it before. I didn't know this was actually a thing. When I saw them on Facebook, I was like, is this really a thing? The trike is actually a thing.
Yep. This is a real piece of equipment. I don't know if you can order it from John Deere like that. You may have to modify it yourself. I mean, I'm sure you could.
Ribbon one. See, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know this was a thing.
It's just cool. You look at it, you're like, that's awesome.
I'm just worried I would tip this thing over in a heartbeat.
It's real easy.
In real life, that's what I'd be worried about, is just tipping her over. That's all right.
Put duals on the back, whatever you do. It's just so cool. It is one of those mods that just puts a smile on your face. You're like, I just want to drive it.
Mm-hmm.
And the turning radius is ridiculous. So you could see that, but here's the thing: because it's like that, it's literally like the turning radius is 0. It turns around on its rear wheel and just puts it right there.
Well, you look where the hitch point is, right? So the hitch point on the 7R up here is way at the back, where this one is. Well, it's right here where you follow these little tracks around. That's where your hitch point is.
Yep. It
can
literally.
If you're towing anything, it's just going to bind up and you're going to be jackknifing yourself. But still, if you had like a plow or something on the back, that's going to be fully attached. That doesn't matter, of course, right?
Yeah. That's one thing that I haven't really thought about with this piece of equipment. You really need to make sure whatever you're hauling is a 3-point hitch and hooks up and holds on tight to your tractor.
Yeah, you don't want a regular trailer, of course.
Yeah, and they will have a front 3-point link update coming soon.
Oh, really? Sweetness.
Yeah.
How is that going to work?
Hang on, I'll pull it up. It's
you got the wheels that hang over on that. Like
what day did that come out?
Do we have the date? Is on the 1st? No, the 9th. Sorry, no, 1st.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking at Canadian and American. Yeah, I got it.
Testing list, conveyor, EY modding. Okay, you can show my screen if you like. So this is the next version. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, so it's got like this whole thing that's like a.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Again, it just puts a smile on your face. It's like, that's so cool.
Crazy. You put a weight on that, like that's gonna be like way out in front of the tractor too. That's nuts. The amount of weight you could put up top there. Very cool.
I like it a lot.
Some of the cool mods we got this week are just nuts.
Yeah.
Let's see. Speaking of which, where was that thing? What's next? What else do we have on our list here?
Let's see.
Just modding is the only thing we got left. More updates to everything got updated this week.
Today we had 6 John Deere mods.
Yeah.
The DB120 got updated. DB9 or 60 got updated. The John Deere S600 and S700 series has got updated, which have been well over a year old at this point.
Yep.
They're awesome.
Quad?
Yeah, evidently this is with the Yamaha Bear, I believe somebody was saying. Yeah, it's cool.
It's a cool little 4-wheeler. It does what it needs to do, and it's older style for sure, but I like it. I don't know. It's the Yamaha Bear or I guess it'd be kind of close to it.
Yeah,
I think what was the other mod? There was another quad out in the mod hub as well, but
yeah. So that one's from Agritono. I think that's just the Lizard quad.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a little bit older, a little more classic. But the cool thing about this is because it's got, very different like street wheels and off-road wheels, like you're showing here, and colors and everything.
Yep.
You guys could, if you're no matter what platform you're on, you guys could role play like Austin does, and you could start with something and you could role play through and do your own thing and make it something crazy. Speaking of. We got Connect Modding in here right now hanging out with us. What up, man?
Hey, buddy.
We just talking about you. Well, talk about some people that work with you. That's cool.
So that's it for the bigger mod hub mods. Did we miss any, DJ?
Just go through. There was a lot of good stuff that came out this week.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff that came out this week.
It's been a busy week. I mean, the Massey 3105 as well. I didn't talk about that. Nice tractor as well, right?
Yep. The views on it haven't been very good.
No, but it's a decent tractor for sure. Nothing wrong.
Yep.
I don't, from what I looked at it, it didn't have any issues or anything wrong. It was just a smaller. Was it a port from 17?
That I don't know.
I don't remember if I saw that one on 17 or not. But anyways, it's nothing wrong with it at all. A lot of updates though. Holy, the scooter even got an update.
Yep, scooter.
Third-party mods. Do you have the? We have the custom modding one up. Did you have that still?
Oh, that's a thing. Yeah. I don't have it up.
Find it. I thought I had it a minute ago.
It's custom modding. I know that.
Let's see if I can find it as well.
Why didn't the Vario come to Mod Hub? Because Aaron modding is fun to work with. No, because he reported on it. Man, it's real personal. Because you can only have one mod of each kind, and I think they knew that ahead of time, and they did mention it ahead of time, saying that it may be a thing that wouldn't happen. And that's exactly what turned out to happen. Remember that this is only an update to a mod that they had made at the beginning of Farming Simulator 19, and they're just kind of going through a couple old stuff and that type of thing. DJ doesn't have it up. This is on Klutch's screen right now. There you go.
Where is it here? Oh, let me get rid of your chat.
Oh, that wasn't me. What are you talking
about? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it was released today. Was it today or yesterday?
Today. Well, maybe later yesterday. 21 hours ago. So
yeah,
yesterday.
So yeah, check out their Facebook page. You'll find it there, of course.
She's chunky.
Yeah, those wheels are massive, right?
Those are LSWs with weights. What? You don't need
She's thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, unfortunately didn't come to the mod hub, but if you're looking for a new Fent,
Echo,
sorry, yeah,
Fent, or I think it's Fent or Challenger, I believe.
Or yeah, either or, right?
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. It just that looks ridiculous to me.
Yeah. And Swat, no, I'm right there with you. I'm driver as well. I want it. I wish that you guys had this, because then I could download it and use it more. Now I'm just going to download it and play with it off screen.
I probably won't, but yeah, I'll still use it. I'll definitely be using it.
This and Steam Camps. I actually just started a little thing off screen on Lone Oak using Challenger stuff. So this would be great. But I'm also using the was it the chip tuning mod? So everything's got like 1,000 horsepower.
As far as other third-party mods, of course, Autumn Oaks updated this week as well. So if you're playing Autumn Oaks, there's another update for that as well. We've got a couple of interesting ones. There's been some crazy stuff coming on Mod Network lately. For instance, if you're looking for like a Lamborghini Countach for Farm Sim,
oh, that's the new one.
Yeah, if you want to do your Rich Redneck series, this one's out there. It's been getting some love. It looks pretty cool. They did a good update, good job to it. It's a nice looking car for sure. But whatever, if you want your Lamborghini for your farm for whatever reason, you can have it. What else do we have in here? There was a couple of like crazy cars that came out. Oh, this was good as well, actually. Here, let's see, the '92 Dodge D250, so the old school Dodge Ram. Like, look at that thing. Can't really see a great picture of it. My screen's too dark on the top. But anyways, looking for the old square body Dodge Rams. Yeah, this one's not bad. He's got the big mutters on it as well. Of course, these are PC only, third party guys. Yeah. I can't emphasize that enough, of course. And there was another trailer that came out this week. Can I find this? Oh, here we go. The Meyer Boss Semi version, the 9140 RT. Just a big old trailer.
For a second there, I was like, is that an in-game picture? And I was like, oh, that is an in-game picture.
65,000 liter capacity on it. Let's see. Do we have any more pictures?
New and used prices for it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So there you go.
Actually, boss,
picture right of the trailer itself.
We had something similar to that in Farm Sim 17 for all platforms.
Yeah.
I think it was a Boss trailer, but it wasn't branded Boss trailer.
No. So anyways, this has been going over fairly well. Those are the bigger ones of the last week on third parties, at least. But like I said, as well, Autumn Oaks, which if you haven't been using that one, if you've been playing on that map, there's more updates coming out on that. I'm still trying to figure out my way around that map for those who have been trying on PC, because there's so much going on. Dennis Farmers did the update on that one, and it's ridiculous. The amount of stuff you have to do for different feeds and the things that are going on. There's a lot of cool things on that map, and I'm still trying to wrap my noggin around. He's got videos posted on that stuff as well. If you need to figure it out, go look at the videos. And the last thing, DJ Modding,
he did a really good job on those videos too. I was impressed.
DJ Modding put out some stuff as well, right? On his updates on the new map, which you
there's nothing to talk about. He didn't say anything about it.
Do I have pictures on that? I think we got the Facebook pictures. Do you want to show
those? Here, I got you. Here. Dun, 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 dun. You guys want to see what Farm Sim News looks like? This is it. That's today's. Let's go over here to DJ and let's look at all these. How about that?
I'm waiting to hear about it.
Yep. We know nothing, but it looks nice.
Yeah, I don't think he's had a name for this one yet. Now it's a standard size map, a 1x map. As far as it won't be going to Mod Hub, unfortunately. It'll be PC only. But he's got some nice pictures. It's got a highway goes through it. I've seen the interchange on it, right? It looks somewhat reminiscent of somewhere in Canada to me, but it looks like it's going to be updated almost in a better version of that. We'll see. Big flat lands, Midwest style map. I'm game. I'm in.
I like it. Of course, DJ Modding always does a really, really good job. So I'm not DJ Modding, by the way.
I know you get confused for him all the time, don't you?
I do, yeah.
That's all I got for new mods, though, my friend.
That's all I got for stuff. I didn't even put down like interesting stuff for the weekend, did I?
What's your talking points for the week? What do you got going on?
All right. I went to a football game for the first time since 2013. Yeah. Went to a football game for the first time since 2013, so 7 years.
Nice.
Or 8 years? 5 years.
Not long.
It's been that amount of years. That's how many. Anyway, I was in marching band when I was in college, and that was the last time I went to one because I became the official DJ for the official watch party for the games. I was never at the games.
Yeah,
I got to watch them, so that was going to be the announcer at the party. But it was neat to just go to the game and just hang out. We sat in the end zone right behind the marching band, and awesome. My team whooped the other team. I destroyed them. But the only thing is the game was an hour away. The game didn't start until 7:30. So we left before the game was over. We left at, I think it was 10:30. I think about then. The Uber didn't even get there until 11:30 to take us back to the house where the car was parked. And then I got to drive another hour home.
Well, what do you do? It sucks to have fun, I guess, right?
At the end of it, I was in bed by 2 and 6:45. Shut up. 10 more minutes. And I looked, mods were already dropping. I was like, come on.
Get to work, dude.
I want to have a project this weekend. It may be here already. I don't know if it is or not.
Can you talk about it?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so a lot of people want to know, can you use the side panel on Xbox?
Ooh.
And I think the answer is yes. But man, is it expensive. So Xbox makes this big white block, and it's got like the little buttons on it, but it's also got 2 big pads on it for people with like mobility issues or special needs when it comes to maybe their hands or feet or their body motion, stuff like that. It's really cool because you can plug in a bunch of stuff to it. Yeah, you got it right there. So one of the things about this is it has 2 USB ports on the sides. Now, these USB ports are supposed to be for like your left stick in and right stick in, but it will work as like a USB through MIDI interface with your Xbox. So what I'm going to do, I've seen people do this, and I had somebody send me a video of them using this. I guess maybe they have a younger sibling or a family member, maybe that has some mobility issues. So they had this, and they tried it out with the side panel, and it worked. But there's a really big catch. Only 8 buttons work because it can only run 8 buttons. So
buttons are on the side panel in total.
Double more than that.
Well, that's
I think there's only 8 buttons in like one little section. So it's like only the top row of buttons work. But the front loader stuff works too. Anyway, yeah. Captain Rex says I have one. So I ordered one. It was not cheap. These are running like $150 right now, and they're $100 unit. But I bought one because if this is going to work, you guys need to see this happening. So I ordered it. It's going to be here today, and I'm going to get it together, do the unboxing. I'm gonna try and get it all done. Hopefully by Sunday. It might be next week.
So to get this straight, you're gonna take this thing here, plug this into your Xbox.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna take the side panel and plug this into this.
Yes.
Okay.
And so the top 3 pink buttons and then the top 2 yellow buttons work. So those like 5.
Is the
and
choice?
then the knob, like the entire shifty thingy, works.
Well, that's not bad. That's like just having that alone, this joystick alone would be almost reason enough for a lot of people, I think, just to have that.
Yep. And the great thing is, if you're using a side panel, you are definitely using a steering wheel. Guess what? Your steering wheel has all the other controls. So you can map as many controls to the steering wheel as you can, map a couple buttons over here, because you can also map this with the Xbox. Oh man, I'm so excited. But I'm not going to use it though. But I got that to test because I want to, like, if it's going to work, if it's farm sim related, this is huge because it may be enough for somebody to say, like, you know what, I'm cool with that. I'm fine using, $100, $150 thing to run to $100 side panel. I mean, the
buttons on the adaptive controller, it will work as well still though, right? Can you map those buttons?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can do this.
So I mean, you could use that.
Yep. And driver's right as well. You can map the hazard button or you can do that. So I'm gonna try to get together. Probably gonna be a week before that video comes out. Check me out on Instagram because I'll be posting progress there. But it's gonna be like a full-fledged, like, this is your unboxing. This is how this works. This is how you make this happen. When I found out, I couldn't get it past. I was like, I need to try this right now.
So it's got a pass through on it, and it allows you to do that. That's interesting. What is there anything else you could do with that?
For fun, I mean, you could probably run 2 side panels and map different buttons. 3. Oh, you could do the logging. Yo. Anyway, speaking of logging, we're gonna have FDR on the show sometime, but I don't know when. We're waiting on more logging stuff. He wants to wait on more logging stuff to be announced, but we're gonna have FDR on the show.
It's gonna be fun.
Anyway,
I got hockey to go take care of right away here, so I gotta run.
Yep. I don't have anything hockey related.
I don't think. You know what?
I'm gonna go relax because
unfortunately I'm working else. We're going back into somewhat of a locky downy state of sorts. So I don't know how long this is gonna last. So I'm gonna get my hockey in while I can.
There you go. Well, I'm almost 10 hours in at this point without stopping. So I'm gonna go stop until tomorrow.
I'm gonna keep going.
Rock and roll, baby. All right. Anything else? See if I got any quick questions for us. Anything? Member stream? Maybe. I want to make sure I can actually like pay attention. We'll see. Only 10. Andy, I know you've been up since like 3 this morning. Dude works harder than anybody I know. So people, you may know, you may not. Andy made a huge, generous contribution to the channel last week. And part of the contribution was he wanted me to give away some consoles. You know how hard they are to get a hold of.
Yeah.
I found an Xbox Series S. I found one. I'm going to buy 2 or 3. Don't go anywhere. I know you got somewhere to go. Stop it. Stay right there.
What? Every time I tell him I need to wrap things up quickly, this is what happens. You guys, you're killing me, Andy. Ooh, he's already got it in his hands. Look at that. Nice.
It's closed. I haven't opened it. Nothing. I'm going to buy a $100 Xbox gift card, and one of you guys are going to get both of these.
He's like a little kid in a candy store. I love it.
I already have like 2 of these, so I don't need I don't need it, but
awesome.
Who wants? I mean, somebody's got to want this and a $100 Xbox gift card. Literally for doing nothing.
I like it.
Who wants it?
I'll take it.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
My kids will win it. Come on, they could use it.
Can't be a that's the rules. You can't be Klutch.
All right. Well, Pickle just got the video, so go check out Pickle's flying tractor video.
Rich Redneck builds a flying tractor.
Love it. I love it. Every time he just kills me with this stuff.
I released like 30 videos today, so go check those out.
All right, folks. Pickle, you're awesome. He's in the chat. Go check it
out. I'll beginning of October, we'll start to have information on giveaways, but we're gonna have like two or three of those. All of them are coming with $100 gift cards, by the way. Because of how much PS5 for the win. No, I'm not spending $1,000. I get the $300. I give away 3 of them. So rip PlayStation 5. Sorry. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Well,
go have a good weekend. College football starts this weekend. I'm pumped.
It's Friday. Have a good weekend, folks. Are we back next week?
Yeah, next week shouldn't be a problem. The week after that's gonna be a big problem.
Yep.
The week after that might have to be on Thursday. By that, it's definitely gonna have to be on Thursday.
Love it.
I gotta go back to work. Ugh.
Have a great weekend. Stay safe.
Love you, dude.
Oh, your face is you're up on my screen. Oh no. You got a nice face.
Baby. The Sim Show.
I know you had my face up the whole time. It's your fault. It's totally your fault. You just don't know what you're doing. Ugh, is that what I sound like? That's terrible. 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 He's a little idiot.